get clothes for a unit in Kensington Market, and I have to go and get some fabric down London. And I get off at Tottenham Court Road, and I have to walk down this sort of vegetable market with all these common louts shouting out there. And every time I go... And every time I sort of go down, they're always shouting, oh, here she comes, and all looking or something. And this is about a week ago, I went down to get some more material, and I had to smile and think I was really sweet, you know, not saying nothing, just smiling and carrying on walking. And I was walking past these two men building this trolley, and suddenly she was orange in the back of my hair. I didn't know what to do. I just stuck my two fingers up and carried on walking. That's it. What do you mean, how can I laugh?
Were you really annoyed?
No, because it was a back street, so nobody saw it.
I find you get kind of told what to wear when you're going for jobs. If you go dressing like half the people here, you know you're not going to get the job, so you're kind of dictated into what to wear. Have to wear a nice suit, put your hair flat, have a proper colour and things like that.
Who made you do that?
Well, it's not... You learn from go. Like, I used to have black spike hair. If I went to a job like that, I knew I wouldn't get it. But if I flattened it down, I'd more likely get the job, and it usually did work.
You have to follow tradition to get a job.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You have to go by what people say, the way people want you to dress. You have to, otherwise you end up on the dole. So
if a bloke has to go and get a job, he has to wear a suit to get that certain job.
Well, you got more chance. You got more chance. So if someone went in a nice suit, it could be divvy as hell, and someone went with black spiky hair. The one with the suit's more likely to get it.
Yeah.
I was working for a company which are well known throughout London. Shall I mention the name? John Lewis, actually. And I worked for them for 2 years, but I was there after about 6 months, and I bleached my hair. And they accepted it at first, and because I dyed it another colour, and then I bleached it again after that, they suspended me for 2 days. And they told me to come back to work after 2 days' absence with natural colour hair. And yet there was older people, sort of old women there and that, getting away with having their hair purple and various other colours, and they can do anything they want with it, yet blokes weren't allowed to do that. You had to sort of conform to what they wanted you to look. You had to look business-like, they put it. So that's the reason why I left, really.
Did you go back within 2 days with your hair the natural colour?
Well, I come back with it silver. And that sort of like shot them away completely. But I sort of, they let me carry on for a few weeks, and I left after that anyway, because I went abroad, so it was all right.
No, one reason I didn't get a job was because I had earrings in. The company phoned up the employment agency and told them if I went for another job with them with the earrings, then they wouldn't give me it again. You know, what's earrings got to do with it? You know, it's just a bit pathetic. Earrings. So the next job I went to, I took them all out and I got it. So maybe it has got something to do with it.
Well, this is like not really to do with jobs or anything, but when I first moved to London, I went to register at a doctor's, and first of all they told me to go away because I didn't have a medical card. When I came back when I got my medical card, and the reception let me into the doctor, and I went in, and he was really abrupt, you know, and he said, he asked me a few questions about if I was working and that, and he told me to sit down, and he said, why do you dress the way you do, which I thought was stupid, because it was, you know, nothing to do with him at all. I was just registering as a patient. And he said, you strike me as a sensible person, you've got a job and all this. He said, if I'd seen you before the receptionist, I wouldn't let you in here. He said, I don't want your sort of person in here. So I think it's stupid, you know, because people just shouldn't judge on appearances, you know. It's got nothing to do with it. Yeah. That's silly.
Most jobs, apart from labouring jobs, you go there, even if you do yourself up nice, you know, they just look at you and they say, oh, I don't want to... You can see they're thinking, I don't want a thug skinhead.
They think you're excellent.
You know, working there, but he's got a record and things like that, so you never get the job. I mean, I've got 4 O-levels, but I still doesn't do me much good.
They think you're gonna, because you cause trouble out in the streets, they think you're gonna cause trouble when you get in a job, like, and disrupt everybody in the jobs.
Would you, though?
Yeah.
Skinheads bragging is worse than punks, you know, because they look at you and think working class, criminal, fighter and all this stuff, you know. It doesn't matter what you are. Just by the way you dress doesn't mean a thing. I mean, you could be anybody. You could be, anyone in the world.
Like
and you
Prince Charles.
Yeah, you could cut your hair short, and it doesn't mean a thing, you know. It's just people judge too much on appearances, I reckon.
Okay, look, for example, most punks look aggressive. Like, look, he looks pretty aggressive. I'm not saying he is aggressive. I'm not saying he's violent. He's probably a really nice chap, you know. But he looks aggressive. So if he's going to go in for a job, you know, what's an employer going to think? Is it wrong for him to think, you know, oh, no way am I going to give this guy a job, you know?
Yeah, it is wrong.
Why?
What I see is wrong is that people make impressions from the way someone dresses, which is, I mean, we all know it's totally wrong because this guy here's got 4 O-levels in it. Most people would look at him in the streets and think, Christ, you know, take a first impression, which is wrong. In our school, we're not even allowed to wear jeans, you know, which is crazy because the teachers think it's going to spoil the way we work or it's going to spoil the impression of the school, which is just wrong because if we still achieve the academic results, what the hell does it matter what you wear?
OK, but an adult or an employer, he's got to think for himself, you know. It's his business, you know. Maybe when a punk's a punk and he just wants to have punks. What about the kids who are in suits who want to have a job in his punk shop or something like that? And they don't get a job because they haven't got their hair bleached or they haven't got their hair dyed, you know. It's just different, I think. It's the way of the world, I suppose.
Say there's a group of skinheads that are in trouble. Most of it goes down to the media because it's all them that spread the rumours, you know, sort of like they hype it up so much, people just get it into their heads that no, these people cause trouble, these people are nice, you know. And it's all wrong. If it wasn't for the media spreading so much rubbish.
But on the street, you haven't got a choice. I mean, if you see a group of skinheads, whatever, you know, you don't go up to them and see if they're violent or not. Yeah. But in a job, like they're interviewing you, they should take the time to see if you are that sort of person or not.
Chance.
They should try and keep an open mind.
I just wear makeup because it's unaccepted.
But it is.
It isn't, not among
rubbish.
punks.
Oh, it is.
It isn't. I've been told so many times punks shouldn't wear makeup.
But are you a punk? You're saying you're a punk?
I'm a punk, yeah.
Right.
So a punk should do what they want to do. That's what it was all about. It's not about wearing 15 quid's worth of studded belts, etc. It's about wearing what you want to.
Yeah, but this day and age, it's accepted for anybody to wear makeup.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, boys are going into such a class on their own now of wearing makeup and wearing the things they want to wear. And older people, of course, don't accept, I suppose, even girls wearing heavy makeup now because they didn't when they was younger. But boys, I think now, can wear whatever they want to wear. It doesn't matter if you're a punk, if you're a skinhead or whatever you are, you can wear makeup and people will accept it now.
If I walked in a pub with makeup on, I'd get loads of funny looks, wouldn't I? I'd get chucked out of the pub. Because I'm a skinhead, skinheads don't wear makeup.
Because you wouldn't be a skinhead then, would you, if you wore makeup?
That's right. Well, you just said skinheads will be accepted to wear makeup, but they won't be, will they?
No, but you're a skinhead and you wear makeup, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm a girl.
Where's the makeup?
So I can get away with wearing makeup because I'm a girl like other skinhead girls can, but the skinhead boys want to look more masculine. They can't exactly go around with makeup on because it's still quite a feminine thing and it wouldn't look quite right.
All they do basically is look hard. That's the basic look. Scaring the shit out of poor punk rockers walking along the road.
What's the point of wearing something even if you don't think it suits you, just because other people don't like it? That's stupid, you know? You're saying about people spending 15 quid on studded belts, but they might wear it because they like wearing it. It doesn't make any difference. The punk ideal is dead now. It's gone, you know. The shock's dead.
Not for me, it hasn't.
But you said before, oh, I'm an individualist. You've got a Mohican. That is a punk thing, isn't it? You're not such an individualist.
I didn't say I was an individualist.
Oh, you did? You said I wear makeup because nobody else wears makeup.
Yeah.
To be different, well, you're not.
By being a non-conformist, you're conforming the same as anyone else because you're conforming to the non-conformist standard. You're saying, I wear makeup because it's offensive and because people think punks shouldn't wear makeup. So you're wearing it not because you want to, but because other people think you shouldn't.
I think there's a lot of social pressures on girls, especially to diet, because you see all the advertisements and in magazines, and all the girls are really thin, sort of like all wearing swimming costumes or all fashionable clothes. None of them are sort of what you could call normal body weight or overweight. They're all really thin, so it makes people want to be thin as well.
There's this big thing about girls having to look pretty to attract a boy, you know. You've got to look attractive, got to wear your makeup right, got to look like the models, be nice and thin, have your hair the right way and everything. And, I mean, it's all the pressure on the girl. I mean, that's why they have the weight problems. That's why you have everyone going out and spending all their money on makeup and clothes. There's so much pressure on a girl to look attractive.
Yeah, I agree that there's a lot of pressure on a girl to think, but I think there's also a lot of, well, there is less pressure, but there's still a lot of pressure on guys to look, you know, good. They want to look nice and everything, and they don't, well, not pretty, no, but they just want to look nice. They want to attract females and everything. And
But you have to look intelligent. We have to look kind of dumb. Just vaguely dumb. I mean, you know, really, it doesn't matter. As long as we look slightly thick but vaguely attractive, that's okay.
Really sexist view, I really think.
But you only do it if you want to. I mean, we've all been up in the loos getting all our makeup on and everything because we want to give a good impression. I mean, we enjoy it. I enjoy looking for clothes. I enjoy dressing up. It's not all these awful pressures that I hate, but I just have to go on. I enjoy it.
I mean, you enjoy it, yes. Most of us do enjoy it. But the thing is, it is imposed on us. We don't really have much choice on whether we're allowed to enjoy it or not.
That's such a bad thing. I mean, it is.
I think we should have a choice.
I don't enjoy it at all.
I mean,
yeah, you have a choice.
Most people here would say that they're an individual, they just say they want to. But really, you can't, because you can look at us now, and if you look back on this group here in 20 years' time, they'll be able to say, right, you know, 1982 and all this stuff. You know, if we lived in 1969, we could still say we're individuals, but they'd be able to tell by the way you dress. You can't. You've got to conform to standards. You've got to conform to society.
I think I'm a byproduct of fashion designers and people that do makeup and everything. I'm not an individual. I'm just what someone else wants me to be.